Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I am going to be giving you my take on the December 22nd, 2018 full moon in Cancer. Now, a full moon in astrology can represent the completion or culmination of something. It could be a time of an ending. It could be a time where one may simply become tired, exasperated, or full of something in their lives. This could also be very strong, uninhibited, unrestrained outpouring of emotions. Now, full moons in astrology can often be about revelations, disclosures, and unveilings. This could be very powerful emotional energy. Now, I think two full moons, though, can be indirectly tied into new beginnings because a lot of times when something ends, it could often signify the new beginning of something else. Now, this full moon will impact everyone collectively, but especially those with a Cancer sun, moon, or ascendant because it is in their sign, coupled with the fact that the moon does govern Cancer, it rules Cancer, and they could be strongly affected by all transits of the moon. Now, this could be at least somewhat attributed to why Cancer can be so fickle, temperamental, and changeable. Now, also at a critical degree 0, this energy may be more pronounced. Now, during full moons, I believe there could be a strong proliferation, stronger proliferation of accidents. Now, this perhaps may be somewhat, looking at this, being that it's in Cancer, and you might have some that are really accidents that occur due to drivers trying to get home quickly, trying to get to their safety and security. It could also be over something, things that might have been misconstrued or taken personally, taken in such as a driver's action, taking it to heart, becoming overly sensitive over it, such as being cut off by a driver when it could have just simply been inadvertent, where the person might that was cut off might perceive it as being malicious. That is one example. Or and even I think what it is, people might be angry and upset too, maybe over matters connected with self-pitying or hurt over some kind, overly sensitive over criticism, ridicule, lamenting, perhaps brooding over past hurts and reminiscing about negative things. And it might be where they might take it out on an action with another driver and maybe cause, and there might be accidents that might occur, such as things connected with road rage. Perhaps this is also too, when you're talking about, I think for many, this full moon in Cancer may signify the end of a Cancerian related project, such as some kind of home renovation, repair, restoring, siding, adding a partition to the home. It could be something with gardening or cultivation may be completed, or just something real. It could be you might have more real estate closings than usual at this time, and even something else Cancer related that could be completed, such as something connected with cooking, a restaurant position for many, culinary work, a prodigious laundry project that might have seemed like it was taking forever and a day to complete. Some nostalgic collection might end for some. It could be some kind of collecting of antiques, lifeguard, marine biology work, and also this could be the end for many of a connection with a family person or someone that the person feels close to home with. Now, or it could in a lot of cases be like a project that was associated with one's safety and security might finally reach a conclusion, such as somebody that was doing perhaps an extensive home wiring system. Say if that falls in the 4th house in one's chart, that could be especially that would really increase that chance a little bit more, given it would be in the house of the home. Say if it's in the 3rd house, it could be some kind of wiring for a vehicle that might make someone feel simply more safe and secure. And also too, sorry people, anyway, this could also be a time where this could be about a revelation or unveiling of something that might hit somebody, very close to home and something that might impact one's safety and security, such as something being revealed perhaps about nefarious activity in one's neighborhood. I mean, say if it's in the third house, again, that could be like with neighbors, and or something nefarious going on there, or something where maybe there's a stalker that is revealed at this time that could be going on in one's community. Say if this makes an adverse aspect to one's Pluto, one's chart, it could be something connected again with nefarious activity or some kind of, or maybe a stalker situation that might be unveiled at this time. Could also be where, I mean, and again, mine is going to, of course, it's important to see what house this falls in one's natal chart, as this, of course, could impact the delineation and interpretation. Mine is going to fall in my second house. Now, the way this may manifest for me, perhaps I might become exasperated, tired, full, perhaps of someone that maybe was giving me excessive criticism and ridicule, which may have impacted my self-esteem and self-worth. And I think as well, and also too, it's important to look at the aspects this makes in one's to points in one's natal chart, again, as this could impact the delineation and interpretation of this. Now, mine is going to make a conjunction to my Mercury in Cancer in my second house. Now, this could be about the completion or culmination, perhaps, of a short journey that was very nostalgic, close to home. It might bring me back to my roots somehow, and being in the second house might simply make me feel better about myself somehow. Now, also too, I want to backtrack a little and say that this, in general, this Cancer, full moon in Cancer, may also manifest perhaps in many people going forth with a Cancerian related maybe product. It could be something that could be connected with home and gardening, something that helps people with in terms of a new product for perhaps home remodeling, renovation, anything that could be Cancerian related, maybe something with laundry, perhaps that's a new, so maybe there'll be maybe something that'll help facilitate laundry, or some kind of accelerator that makes it go quicker. You just never know. It's going to make a sextile to Uranus at this time, so it could be good for incorporating really a good ingenuity into this as well. Now, another thing too I want to talk about is that, given that this is going to, as far as the election aspects go, again, this is going to make, I mean, I think this could impact this transit. It's going to make this full moon in Cancer will make a sextile to Uranus at this time. And this could indicate, I think for many, that a home related project that might have been tied in with electronics, with computers, may come to a completion, again, like a home alarm system. It could be just simply getting the Wi-Fi doorbell, for as an example, if somebody had procrastinated for some time, or maybe this is where finally somebody has had enough of not having that security and actually goes out and gets it. This could also be something too where, I mean, this is something, again, where something could come out that's beneficial to one's safety and security, and can be tied in, of course, because it's making the sextile to Uranus, something connected with computers, electronics, or even something that could be ingenious or innovative. Now, another thing too is that, again, making that sextile to Uranus is important because Uranus can be tied in with one's freedom and independence as well. So I think the way this could manifest for some is when you have this outpouring of this Cancerian energy saying, you know, enough is enough, I'm tired of such and such. It could be where somebody's been under one's roof, or a family member's roof, for an extensive period, and is getting tired of listening to their rules, their regulations, provisions, or what have you. They might say, you know what, enough is enough. I want to extricate myself from this situation. I want my freedom and independence. And I know these things, of course, could happen when you're not even having a transit like this, but I think it could be more prevalent. You might see more of this yearning for this right now, more so than on average. Now, I think if I'm kind of being facetious or flippant with this, maybe this could manifest, again, having that sextile to Uranus. I thought about this facetiously a number of times. It'd be funny if you could hit like a click of a mouse on the computer and have some grocery products come up through an underground conveyor belt and land into one's home and get there like within 20 minutes or something. But I know that's kind of like the Twilight Zone. We're all, it's very fantastical what I'm saying, and of course I'm being facetious. Hold on a moment, people. Sorry about that. I'm back. But another thing, a way that could manifest too, given that it's going to make that, again, that sextile to Uranus. I mean, some of you may have heard about people putting in these fast food places, these robotic cooks, and it wouldn't surprise me if you might see more happening at this time, and more of these being disclosed and coming out at this time, these robotic cooks. I hope they don't make everybody, these people obsolete completely, but you just never know. Now also too, talking about this as far as Sabian symbols go, again, this is going to be at 0 degrees Cancer. Now, being at 0 degrees and being at a full moon, this could be a little bit paradoxical. I think, again, the full moon is about and given that this is, again, the 0 degrees in Sabian symbols can be about having had enough of being dominated by prominent, perhaps of prominent family members or family connected, the ones connected with your childhood, and also early education. And it could be where many may actually go toward starting their own family with a significant other and creating children. So again, this is like, the full moon could be about endings, but you have this at 0 degrees, so this could be a little bit about a beginning as well. And I think we'll also, again, going back to 0 degrees Cancer as far as Sabian symbols go, another thing about that is that family matters may supersede one's stature in life and one's career. And I think, and also too, given that this is going not only because of the Sabian symbol delineation, but coupled with the fact that, of course, when you have the full moon, it's going to make the opposition to the sun, and the sun will be in Capricorn. So you are going to have that adversarial opposition energy anyway, as far as the family, home-related matters, opposing matters, the basic wants with one's career, stature in life, and anyway, ambitions. So also too, I think looking at this, it's also it's important to look at other electional aspects that might take place that don't involve the full moon in Cancer, because they could be intensified given that they're going to occur on this full moon in Cancer. Now you're going to have Jupiter and Sagittarius making a conjunction to Mercury at this time. So at this time, for many people that may be ending something that's Cancerian related, the ones that could be tired, exasperated, had enough of a home or family situation, this could be vocalized, given you're having Mercury and Sagittarius conjunct Jupiter. This could be vocalized with a lot of veritable, voracious energy, perhaps to the point of demoralizing somebody, sadly. So it's important at this time, when you're going to articulate, choose your words very carefully and assiduously at this time, people, because you don't want to necessarily come across overly blunt to the point where you might hurt somebody, because if family situations and scenarios are going to come to an end, and somebody's going to make their little announcement about it or what have you, it could be hurtful anyway. So it's like you don't want to add insult to abject misery, so to speak. So anyway, and on a positive note, though, I think the fact that this could be the completion or culmination of some sports writing that was done with a lot of tenacious and nurturing energy, given that you have the Jupiter, Sagittarius, Mercury, and Sagittarius conjunction, coupled with the fact you're going to have the full moon take place at this time in Cancer. So another thing I wanted to get at too, I wanted to talk about a couple other, or a few other perhaps house examples where this full moon in Cancer hits. Now let's say if the full moon in Cancer hits one's first house. This could be a time where one might become tired, exasperated, full of one's physical body. It could be something with the stomach or the chest or the breast area. It could be something where maybe one might decide to work out vigorously to get rid of the gut, so to speak, the stomach, if it's somebody fairly heavy. And remember, especially if this is actually a Cancer ascendant person, that Cancer ascendant does tend to be a little heavier than average. As many of you may know, I'm a Cancer Sun with Taurus ascendant, and I'm definitely heavier than average, and I have kind of heavy builds. So anyway, and also let's say if this hits the 6th house in one's chart, this is something where that you look at this, it could be a Cancerian health related issue that might be unveiled or revealed at this time, or one may have get tired of a Cancerian health related issue. Again, it could be something with the stomach, some ulcers or something, something with the chest, the breast area, something that could be Cancer, the zodiac sign Cancer related. Or let's say if this hits the 12th house, this could be a time where maybe a clandestine affair either is unveiled or revealed about the person. That might have been done with a lot of this care and nurturing energy, so to speak, or could have even been, I think, with a Cancer Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Cancerian-like characteristics, or it might be where one has had enough of that with that person at this time, and maybe that's a decision where many may come where they say, okay, it's coming to an end. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for my take on the December 22nd, 2018 full moon in Cancer. And stay tuned next time, where I am going to be talking about giving my take on the Sagittarius January, or I should say, I'm going to be giving you my Sagittarius January 2019 horoscope forecast. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.